Hi, hello. Welcome back to i-TUTOR NCERT series. Today, we are going to discuss Plus 1 Geography NCERT Fundamentals of Physical Geography, Chapter 1 Geography as a Discipline. So, in this chapter, we are going to discuss about the subject geography. Okay, let's start. We live on the surface of Earth. Our lives are affected by our surroundings in many ways. We depend on the resources to sustain ourselves in the surrounding areas. Primitive societies subsides on natural means of subsistence, that is, edible plants and animals. With the passage of time, we developed technologies and started producing our food using natural resources such as land, soil, and water. Okay, so these are natural resources. We adjusted our food habits and clothing according to the prevailing weather conditions. There are variations in the natural resources base, technological development, adaptation with and modification of physical environment, social organizations and cultural development. Okay? Now, Earth is our home. It is also the home of many other creatures, big and small, which live on the earth and sustain. The Earth's surface is not uniform. It has variations in its physical features. There are mountains, hills, valleys, plains, plateaus, oceans, lakes, deserts, and wilderness. There are variations in its social and cultural features too. There are villages, cities, roads, railways, ports, markets, and many other elements created by human beings across the entire period of their cultural development. This variation provides a clue to understanding of the relationship between the physical environment and the social cultural features. The physical environment has provided this stage on which human societies enacted the drama of their creative skills with the tools and techniques which they invented and evolved in the process of their cultural development. Now, what is geography? Geography is the description of the earth. Okay, so geography is the description of earth. The term geography was first coined by Eratosthenes, a Greek scholar. The word has been derived from two roots from Greek language, geo, that means earth, and graphos, that means description. Okay, so that is the two words. Geo means earth and graphos means description. And they put together, they mean description of the earth. Okay, so what is geography means? It means description of earth. Geography is different from other science in its subject matter and methodology, but at the same time, it is closely related to other disciplines. Geography derives its database from all the natural and social science and attempts their synthesis. A geographer explains the phenomena in a frame of cause and effect relationship, as it does not only help in interpretation but also foresees the phenomena in future. The geographical phenomena, both the physical and human, are not static but highly dynamic. They change over time as a result of this interactive process between ever-changing earth and untiring and ever-acting human beings. Primitive human societies were directly dependent on their immediate environment. Geography thus is concerned with the study of nature and human interactions as an integrated whole. Human is an integral part of nature, and nature has the imprints of human. Nature has influenced different aspects of human life. Its imprints can be noticed on food, clothing, shelter, and occupation. Human beings have come to terms with nature through adaptation, and modification. As a social science discipline, geography studied the spatial organization and spatial integration. Okay, so as a social science discipline, geography studies the spatial organization and the spatial integration. Now, branches of geography. The major approaches to study geography have been systematic and regional. Okay, so we can study geography in a systematic way and as a regional way. The systematic geography approach is the same as that of general geography. Okay, the systematic geography means it's the general geography. This approach was introduced by Alexander von Humboldt, a German geographer, while regional geography approach was developed by another German geographer and a contemporary of Humboldt, that is Karl Ritter. Okay, so the approach of first one, that is systematic approach, was put forward by the geographer Alexander von Humboldt. Okay, and the regional geography was introduced by Karl Ritter. In systematic approach, a phenomenon is studied world over as a whole, and then the identification of typology or spatial pattern is done. Okay, so in systematic approach, what will happen? A phenomenon is studied world over as a whole, and then the identification of typologies or spatial pattern is done. Okay, first they done the phenomenon studied by world over, okay, as a whole, then the identification of typologies or the spatial pattern happen. For example, if one is interested in studying natural vegetation, the study will be done at the world level as the first step. The typologies such as equatorial rainforest or softwood conical forest or monsoon forest, etc., will be identified, discussed, and delimited. In the regional approach, the world is divided into regions at different hierarchical levels, and then all the geographical phenomena in a particular region are studied. Okay, so here the world is divided into many regions or different regions, and there is a different hierarchical level, and then all the geographical phenomena in a particular region are studied. Okay, so they studied in a particular region. These regions may be natural, political, or designated region. The phenomena in a region are studied in a holistic manner, searching for unity in diversity. Dualism is one of the main characteristics of geography, which got introduced from the very beginning. This dualism depends on the aspects emphasized in the study. Earlier scholars laid emphasis on physical geography, but human beings are an integral part of the Earth's surface. They are part of parcel of nature. They also have contributed through their cultural development, thus developed a human geography with emphasis on human activities. Now, branches of geography, that is based on systematic approach. Okay. First one is physical geography. Geomorphology is devoted to the study of landforms and their evolution and a related process. Okay, so what is geomorphology? In physical geography, the first one is geomorphology. It is devoted to the study of landforms, their evolution and related processes. Next one, climatology. It encompasses the study of structure of atmosphere and the elements of weather and the climates and the climatic types and the regions. Okay, so climatology means the structure of atmosphere and elements of weather and climates, then climatic types and regions. Next one is hydrology. What is hydro means? It's related to water. So the hydrology studies the realm of water over the surface of the earth, including oceans, lakes, rivers, and other water bodies, and its effect on different life forms, including human life and their activities. The next one, soil geography. It is devoted to study the process of soil formation, soil types, their fertility status, distribution, and use. Okay, so that is inside the physical geography. Okay, physical geography contains geomorphology, climatology, hydrology, and soil geography. Second one is human geography. Social cultural geography encompasses the study of society and its spatial dynamics as well as the cultural elements contributed by the society. Okay, so that is the socio-cultural geography. Social or cultural geography. Next one is population and settlement. It studies population growth, distribution, density, sex ratio, migration, and occupational structure, etc. Okay, so the population and settlement geography defines the population growth, distribution, density, sex ratio, migration, and occupational structure. Settlement geography studies the characteristics of rural and urban settlements. Okay, so settlement geography, it studies the characteristics of rural and urban settlements. Economic geography studies economic activities of the people, including agriculture, industry, tourism, trade, and transport, then infrastructure and services. Okay, so that is inside the economic geography. Next one is historical geography. It studies the historical process through which the space gets organized. every region has undergone some historical experience before attaining the present day status. Okay, so we know everything have a history, everything has a history. So here also the every region has undergone some historical experiences. The geographical features also experience temporal changes, and these form the concerns of historical geography. And final one is political geography. It looks at the space from the angle of political events and studied boundaries, space relations between neighboring political units, delimitation of constituencies, election scenarios, and develops the theoretical framework to understand the political behavior of population. Okay, so that is about the political geography. So first one is physical geography, next one human geography, and third one is biogeography. The interface between physical geography and human geography has led to a development of biogeography, which includes plant geography, which studied the spatial pattern of natural vegetation in their habitats. Okay, so first one is plant geography, next one is zoo geography, and which studies the spatial patterns of geographic characteristics of animals and their habitats. Next one is ecology or ecosystem. It deals with the scientific study of the habitats, characteristics of species. And final one is environmental geography, and which concerns world over leading to the realization of environmental problems such as land gradation, pollution, and concerns for conservation has resulted in the introduction of this new branch in geography. Now, moving forward, next one is physical geography, and it's important. Okay. Physical geography includes the study of lithosphere, that is landform, drainage, relief, and physiography. Then atmosphere, that is its composition, structure, elements, and control of weather and climate. Then temperature, pressure, winds, precipitation, climatic types, etc. Then hydrosphere includes oceans, seas, lakes, and associated features with the water realm. And biosphere, that is the life forms including human beings and macroorganisms and the sustaining mechanism, as well as food chain, ecological parameters, and ecological balance. Okay, so the physical geography includes the study of lithosphere, then atmosphere, hydrosphere, and biosphere. Okay, so there is four terms. First one is lithosphere, then atmosphere, then hydrosphere, and finally biosphere. Now, soils are formed through the process of pedogenesis and depend upon the parent rocks, climate, biological activity, and time. Time provides maturity to soils and helps in the development of soil profiles. Each element is important for human beings. Landforms provide the base on which human activities are located. The plains are utilized for agriculture. Plateaus provide forests and minerals. Mountains provide pastures, forests, tourist spots, and are sources of rivers providing water to lowlands. Climate influences our house types, clothing, and food habits. The climate has a profound effect on vegetation, cropping pattern, livestock farming, and some industries, etc. Human beings have developed technologies which modify climatic elements in a restricted space, such as air conditioners and coolers. Temperature and precipitation ensure the density of forest and the quality of grassland. In India, monsoonal rainfall sets the agricultural rhythm in motion. Precipitation reaches the groundwater aquifers, which later provides water for agriculture and domestic use. We study oceans, which are the storehouse of resources. Besides fish and other seafood, oceans are rich in mineral resources. India has developed the technology for collecting manganese nodule from oceanic bed. Soils are renewable resources which influence a number of economic activities such as agriculture. The fertility of soil is both naturally determined and culturally induced. Soils also provide the basis for the biosphere accommodating plants, animals, and microorganisms. The study of physical geography is emerging as a discipline of evaluating and managing natural resources. In order to achieve this object, objective, it is essential to understand the intricate relationship between physical environment and human beings. Physical environment provides resources and human beings utilize these resources and ensure their economic and cultural development. Okay, they ensure the economic and cultural development. Accelerated pace of resource utilization with the help of modern technology has created ecological imbalance in the world. Hence, a better understanding of physical environment is absolutely essential for the sustainable development. Okay, so this is an introduction to the other chapters. Okay, so in this chapter we are discussing about the lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, etc. Okay, so that's all about the chapter. If you have any doubts, you can comment below. For more videos, do like, share and subscribe.